subscribe? Darling Radio, why don't you subscribe?
Bushmeat Barrister, you here, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm here. How are you doing, Tariq?
I'm good. What was going on with your phone yesterday? You were trying to get on, and I kept trying to let you on. Were you doing Uber orders late night?
No, I guess I just missed your. I didn't know I was on, but the reason why I contacted you today was that a couple of days ago, you had someone who spoke about Honorable Judge Olu
Steve,
Stevens.
yes.
Um, I just didn't appreciate that that you're lying to your
What?
audience, saying that he was FBA. He was born a Nigerian. He's a full-blown Nigerian-born judge. His full name is Oluwale, which is a common Nigerian name. So I brought that up because I just want to know, how do you think he would feel about the fact that you use terrible rhetoric and insult Nigerians, calling them bushmeat, saying that they live in.
Now slow down. Slow down. Now, first of all, I said that y'all didn't have Steve was born in Nigeria, whatever. And his last name is Stevens. If he's from Nigeria, why is his name Stevens? I don't. It doesn't matter. I like Olu Stevens. He does great work. He's not a tether. He's a great guy, and I still support him no matter what. But his last name is Stevens. So where in Nigeria do they have people with the last name Stevens?
It have specific tribes, they have Americanized last names, so it's pretty common. But
And where
how do you think
and where do you see
what
he was born in Nigeria?
what you said?
And where do you see that Olu Stevens was born in Nigeria?
Google is your friend, Tariq. Just go ahead and Google Olu Stevens. There's numerous articles where it said that Nigerian-born Olu Stevens, um, elected judge for a specific district in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, so
I'm, I'm still a big fan of Olu Stevens because he does good work. So just because somebody is Nigerian or African, that doesn't make them automatically a tether. We don't have a problem.
I,
When have I ever said I had a problem with Nigerians?
you use crazy rhetoric to talk about Nigerians. You
What
cause
lie do I?
you say that
What
you talk that you state that our culture is at the bottom, that we defecate in
you
the streets. We're trashy. How do you think Olu Stevens would feel
hold
about that
on?
rhetoric that you use about
Do you
Nigerians?
not defecate in the streets in your homeland?
A small, you're talking about a small
Oh,
minority.
sir, it's a problem where they have to have signs all around the country telling people, "Hey, stop shitting in the streets." It's not a small issue. If it were a small issue, they wouldn't have signs of people shitting in the street and telling them to stop. Hey, sir, just y'all. No, I don't denigrate you. Just acknowledging. Y'all hate the fact that people acknowledge what's really going on over there. Y'all have a bug in your ass about that because y'all.
But that's not
No, 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 no,
but that's not our culture.
no, no, not do. No, no, no. You don't want us to acknowledge what's really going on over there. That's
And you don't want us to acknowledge what's really going on with Black America. You're
the problem. You try to wag your egusi stirring finger to us. We don't have shit going on over here like that. You understand? That's why you fled over here, sir. You fled over here for a reason. We didn't flee there, did we?
in any case, what you're doing is wrong. I
What
mean,
am I doing wrong? You said I said something about bushmeat. Do y'all not eat bushmeat?
I don't eat bushmeat, so I don't know what you're.
Dude, there's
Why? Where did you get that?
country getting caught at airports with luggages full of goddamn bushmeat, sir. I'm not making that up.
Okay, so why don't you talk about the positive? What do you like?
Oh,
Why don't you talk about things that are positive, the best things about Nigeria, the, the great things about Nigerian people? Why don't you talk to your audience about how good Nigerian
Because
people are.
when tethers like you call up trying to wag your finger and chastise foundational Black Americans about what we need to do to get right, I have to gently remind you you're not in a position to wag your finger at us if you're running around the world with bushmeat in your luggage and you're shitting in the streets, sir. That's what we're saying to you. We're not trying to denigrate anybody, but damn if you gonna denigrate us. That ain't gonna happen. We have to give you a gentle reminder that no, it ain't really popping like that for you. It's like a homeless person. I like to use the homeless person analogy. If I see a homeless person, I'll find the good in that person. Somebody's raggedy on the ground, I'll find, hey, this person has a nice spirit. This person seems like they're a genuine person who just fell on hard times. Let me let them hold some money. And then you give them money and they say, hey, this bullshit money ain't enough, nigga. Then you're like, wait a minute, you musty, bummy, dusty nigga. Then I'm gonna let you know why you gonna have to humble yourself a little bit. Don't jump bad and you down bad. That's what we're saying to you. You got a lot of vitriol for foundational Black Americans, and it's a lot of projection for somebody who came from a failed state. That's what we're saying.
I don't think Nigeria is a failed state,
There,
but I mean,
you ain't there.
that's,
Yeah,
yeah, you're right. I'm not there, and
you ain't there for a reason.
but so why don't you talk about the issues that are plaguing the Black community in America? You rarely talk
We
about
ain't gotta talk.
or acknowledge the issues that are occurring
Nigga,
with
we
Black.
don't have to talk about it. We rectify them. Most of
No, you avoid it. You don't.
no, we
It's like you
fix them. We rectify our issues. What you mean we avoid them? We just had
you have not.
hold on, a sister just called up here a few seconds ago. She's an educator. You heard the sister, she uses my film material for her curriculum, which is what a lot of independent Black schools do. Sir, we rectify our issues. Dude, I have created the greatest Black history documentary series ever. It's an historic record, and there's no other historic documentary series more thorough than the Hidden Colors series. That's a Black grassroots thing. We fix and rectify things on our end. We don't flee running around all over the damn place.
The majority of American people are not on code though with what you're doing and what you're saying.
Dude,
They're off code,
no, they're not.
and you know
No,
it.
no, 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 no. A lot of us are on code with each other. We know how to kind of conduct ourselves. We got knuckle,
If that
but
if that's the case,
down, down, sir. Many of us are on code, more so than your family over there in that village where they're tribalistic and knocking each other in the head with hyena bones. You can't say somebody is not on code. And you come from the most off code place ever, where you're so off code, Asians can come over there and start dominating you, sir.
now you are projecting. Look at what's happening in Detroit, though. A bunch of Arab and Asian people basically colonized a population of blacks, and Detroit is like 86% black. Yet,
I'm
pretty much Arabs and Asian people own everything. They own the.
not colonizing. They just got prioritized by the whites for businesses. The Black folks ain't colonized. You know, the Black people in Detroit will whoop the brakes off them folks if they get out of line. Not like in your homeland where the Asians are smacking you around. Do you know the Black folks in Detroit will beat the brakes off one of them Arabs or Asians if they start jumping bad? They ain't colonizing nothing. They own little bullshit ass liquor stores in the hood. That ain't colonizing nothing.
Have you heard of Dearborn, Michigan?
Uh,
Why haven't black people created something like Dearborn, Michigan?
Sir, we done created most of the cities around this country, sir.
No, you haven't. You're
Sir,
black people.
sir. We've created most of the prosperous cities and they would get co-opted from us. We've done this numerous times. We created prosperous cities all over the United States. Los Angeles. That was something, it was Black people really getting Los Angeles popping. The richest person here in LA in the early days of Los Angeles was a foundational Black American woman who was a former slave. Biddy Mason became the richest woman in the state. Up in San Francisco, the most prominent person, another foundational Black American, Mary Ellen Pleasant, sir. Buffalo, New York was founded by a foundational Black American man. We had towns out here in California like Allensworth. We had Wilmington out there in North Carolina, a prosperous Black area. The white supremacists started to attack people and denigrate the place. We had the Tulsa, the Black Wall Streets, and Oklahoma has the most Black owned or Black founded towns in the country. So we were founding towns all over the place. Dana Dorsey down in Miami, he was a foundational Black American from Georgia who went out there and became very wealthy and had prime real estate that the white supremacists wanted to co-opt from him. So all over this country, we were starting prosperous Black areas. Then the white supremacists do some sabotage tricks and we have to rebuild. Instead of fleeing, we stand on business and just keep rebuilding. Unlike you, right?
No, I totally disagree. Black people, well, you're talking about black people from the past.
Oh Lord,
Today,
boy.
black people today, they
Oh
allow,
God, boy, the moving of the goalposts. Oh God. So when did y'all do it in your homeland? Okay, we did it in the past.
we are still doing it though. Nigeria is not as impoverished as you think.
Then
Sure,
why
it's
are you not
sure
there?
it's there's a huge level of corruption that is occurring in Nigeria. And again, I'm not that
Why
educated because I
are
haven't
you
visited
not
my
over?
homeland, but
Why are you not over there then, sir?
because I don't want to be there, Tariq.
Because it ain't popping. That's why. Stop sitting up here selling
It's,
Wakanda tickets.
but you're lying to your audience,
I'm
though.
lying to my audience, sir. You just sat up here talking about how popping it is, and then you don't want to be there. Which one is it?
Black people in America have allowed their communities to be gentrified.
Sir, you said your homeland was popping, yet you don't want to be there. Why?
There's no need for me to be there.
Because ain't no
I was.
popping, right? Go ahead.
You keep muting me. Oh my God.
You,
Anyway, in any case,
you're dropping zebra
I,
bones on the phone. You stop dropping zebra bones on the phone, sir. Go ahead.
I just have no interest of going. I have no interest in going back to Nigeria at this time. But you have to stop deflecting and start talking about the issues that are plaguing Black America. Black American
You,
people are not on code. You know it.
yeah, we're more on code than you. We're good, sir. One who,
You're at the bottom.
no, sir,
I mean, your community.
sir. The bottom of your flip flops are at the bottom of a ship floating to get the hell on over here, sir. You can't sit up here and talk about somebody on the bottom. And so y'all got floating villages just floating in garbage in your homeland. And then you whine talking about we're being mean. Come on, you're not at liberty to point the finger and y'all live in floating garbage over there where y'all shit and drink the same water. Man, come on. You're not at liberty to point the finger. We ain't living like that. That's why you're here and we're not there, right?
No, and I think one of the biggest issues that is facing or plaguing the Black community is basically a lot of your the culture. It's very matriarchal. It appears that women lead everything. I mean, like,
Okay, listen, I don't want to hear this babbling, projecting tether. I don't want to hear that. There's a bunch of babbling. You're not going to come from floating garbage and tell me shit. I'm sorry. I don't want no advice from you. You're not at liberty to give me advice on how to do anything with our culture. Our culture is fine. We ain't shitting in the street. We ain't floating on garbage. We ain't drinking sewer water. We ain't doing none of that stuff. And we ain't being mean spirited. Y'all hate when people tell the truth about what's going on over there. Not gonna sit here wagging your finger to us. Who's this? Vuck Digital. Vuck Digital? Vuck Digital. Hop on in, please. Is it Vuck or Vuk? Whatever your name is. I'm inviting you to come on, but you're not saying anything. Okay. Let's get Lauren Becker. A very white woman name. Boy, that is a white woman name. Lauren Becker. All right, Miss Laura Becker. Boy, that's a white name. You sound like you sell Amway products. Laura, what's up, Miss Laura? You want to hop on in, ma'am?
Sure. The only thing I wanted to contribute was the other person that was speaking. They mentioned Dearborn, Michigan, and something that I think isn't taught is that the mayor of Dearborn, what was it, Orville Hubbard, actively worked to displace the Black residents out of the city with, who was it? I think Henry Ford, who invented like the Ford Motor Company. So I think sometimes people talk about the history of Dearborn and like basically pretend that like the Black residents were just lazy or whatever it was, when in reality they were like systematically pushed out, and the Arab community was given like special privileges, right? And to start businesses and like business loans and whatnot, home loans, and this was like a systematic process with some of the most powerful people in America. So that's all I wanted to contribute, because I was just like really frustrating to listen to. So I just wanted to drop that in there, but I'm sure that you know that and that many of your listeners know that. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you so much, Laura. And I knew that. That's what they do all the time. I'm eating. I'm sorry, guys. They do that to us all the time. They prioritize other groups, sabotage us when we create these cities and these areas, and then we have to keep rebuilding over and over again. Now, Buck, you ready? Hey, Buck. Hey, Buck ain't saying nothing. I'm Buck. I'm going to get you out of here. All right. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready. All right. Hate to be eating while I'm talking to the family. I'm eating a pecan log that I got from Bucky's down in Alabama. Good as damn hell. I took a suitcase of them bitches with me. I got a pecan log from Bucky's. I'm eating a Bucky's pecan log. Nigga, do y'all know I stuffed my luggage with Bucky shit? I wish I could have put some barbecue sandwiches in there, but they just would have went bad. They were like, "Hey, this nigga got you got bushmeat in here, nigga. Where you from?" So I didn't want to put no meat in there. I damn sure was about to get some barbecue sandwiches from Bucky's, but I did get some pecan logs. Yeah, let me see. Let's get the family in here. What's my wife in here doing? All right. Let's get y'all raise your hand. Let's get y'all in here. Let's raise them hands. Let's get brother David. Let's get David Emmanuel in here. Brother David Emmanuel in the building. Brother David?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? Awesome job. Thank you for pointing out the bushmeat, defecation, and the hyena
Mhm.
bones. We are listening,
Yeah.
and you're arming us with stuff because we constantly face these people that want to belittle foundational Black Americans. The question I have tonight is Dr. Claude Anderson and his work going to reparations, paying that money for attorneys to the world courts. How's that progressing? And have you or anyone ever considered a voting block, foundational Black Americans? That's the question that I'm proposing. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Now I don't know what Dr. Anderson is doing as far as the world court. And we've talked about having a voting block based on our lineage, and that's a great option. I just think that a lot of us people who are just regular voters, all of us get on code and just in one unified voice, let them know, let the dominant society know, hey, we want tangibles. Tangibles is just it should be for foundational Black Americans all across the board. We ain't gonna move until we get them tangibles. And um my thing is I don't want us to start doing this whole thing where we're gonna jump through all of these political hoops. We got to form a plebiscite, and then we got to meet with the Bilderbergs and all that old shit because that's what they like us to do. They make us think that we got to jump through all these hoops so we can exhaust ourselves. No, we just get on code with each other. Everybody just get on code and say, "Hey, we're not going to move politically until we get tangibles. We'll make this party crash and burn. If we rock like that, sooner or later, there's a politician who's going to want to get elected." Who's going to want this voting block? Because we already got a voting block. It's 43 million plus foundational Black Americans. That's a strong voting block. So we got to make these people get some act right. And it's all about us being codified. All right, let's raise those hands. Raise those hands. Let's get Reggie 2 times. Reggie 2 times. I think Reggie's from Nigeria. Reggie 2 times. What's up, brother? Reggie? You want to unmute your microphone, Reggie? Reggie is from Nigeria. I see he has a Nigerian flag. Maybe Reggie hit the button by mistake. Reggie, were you trying to get on, or did you just hit the button by mistake? In any event, I get you back on a little bit later, Reggie, because you're not saying anything. Y'all, if you want to get on, raise your hand. Trying to get some new faces in here. If you are ready, raise your hand, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get non-FBA TJ in the building. All right. Non-FBA. Let's get on in, TJ. Hop on in, non-FBA.
Great Minister of Roast, how art thou?
There you go. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm okay, calling by way of the UK.
There you go. Are you a white man or you an African?
No, I'm a brother. And I just wanted to mention how positive your movement is, and like us in the UK, we like I'm from West Indies, and I grew up in the 80s, and in the 80s, the same things that you guys go through with Africans was the same thing that happened to us. We were very much undermined by the Africans in the UK. They looked down on us. They pretty much called us Akatas, the same as you. They always presumed that we always came from Jamaica. I myself, I'm from St. Vincent. My parents are from St. Vincent, and we went through the same stuff. I don't know why a lot of these Africans have so much to say about what you guys are doing. You guys are actually writing the template. Okay, I wish I had a Tariq Nasheed in the UK, in the West Indies, and in Africa. How powerful would we be?
Mm-hmm.
You need to be protected at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
I land my plane there.
Yeah, thank you so much, brother. All right.
All right. Peace.
No, you might be eating this damn pecan log. I'm sorry. Yeah, pecan log, good as hell. But listen, speaking of the UK, hold on. Hate to be smacking. This pecan log is good as hell, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I'm eating like a tether. Oh, this is good, nigga.
We don't know the beginnings of rap because as long as our music has been recording, people have been rapping.
The disco DJs separated themselves from us. We were the next generation coming up with this thing, and they were like, what's this little hippity hop thing?
The first time I heard somebody spit a 16 over a break beat was probably Melly Mel.
The Melly Mel sound that you hear today, I got that sound from Hollywood.
I was doing this same form of entertainment long before it had a name.
A lot of the gangs were fading out by the time hip-hop came in. A lot of those gangs turned into crews.
As far as influencing hip-hop, I saw no Puerto Rican or Jamaican influences whatsoever.
I started breakdancing in the 70s.
When rap and hip hop was all black, it was negative. Now that it became a big phenomenon and corporately acceptable, now there's this need to take foundational Black Americans out of the creation of it and give it away to other people. And it's important for us to set the record straight.